Hi, this is Andrew, and today we've got something big for Divi users. Crocoblock just became a lot more powerful inside the Divi 5 theme. We're releasing a new plugin that brings dynamic capabilities directly into the Divi builder, and even at this early stage, it already adds a serious upgrade to what you can build. In this tutorial, I'll show you how to launch the tool using the setup wizard, and then we'll quickly build dynamic listing grids and filters right inside the Divi editor. But before we jump in, if you enjoy practical releases like this, make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and drop your questions or reactions in the comments below. Now let's see what this integration brings to Divi. With this release, Divi 5 gets core JetEngine features, custom post types, meta fields, taxonomies, dynamic data modules, custom queries, and flexible listing grids. On the filtering side, you get all key filter types, from select and checkbox to range, date, search, and more, plus sorting and pagination. With the Divi 5 theme already installed on your website, let's activate the plugin that I'm presenting today. It's called JetEngine Divi Views. After activating in the plugin section, you'll see a Go to Wizard link right next to it. Click it, and the first thing you'll see is the activated Crocoblock license. If you haven't activated it yet, you can enter and activate your license key here. Once that's done, press Run Wizard. On the next step, you'll see the list of available plugins that can be installed and activated with Divi. Currently, we're seeing JetEngine and JetSmartFilters, but more plugins will appear here shortly. I'm selecting both and then clicking Install Plugins. Next, you can choose to install JetEngine modules during setup, then you'll also have to click Install Selected button when it appears. After installation is complete, click Next. And that brings us to the final screen, the confirmation page. From here you can jump directly into enabling features like custom post types, listings, queries or filters, or go straight to the Crocoblock dashboard to manage everything in one place. Now that everything is installed, we're ready to build. Before we jump into Divi, we need some dynamic content to work with. For example, a car dealership website. Now I won't walk you through creating custom post types, meta boxes or taxonomies step by step, because that process happens in the backend and works the same way regardless of whether you use Block Editor, Elementor, Bricks or Divi. Instead, I'll quickly show you what I've already prepared. Here's my custom post type, cars. Inside it, I've added a few meta fields. We have a media field for images and a numeric price field, which we'll later use for range filter. We also have a checkbox field called features, where each car can have multiple options like sunroof, navigation, heated seats, and so on. I've also created a taxonomy called car type, with terms like SUV, sedan, or convertible. And finally, I've already added several car posts and filled in all the data, so we have real content to filter and display. Now, why do we need all of this? Because we're going to build a listing item, which is essentially a template for how each car will look on the front end, where we'll use a listing grid to automatically generate a full catalog page based on that template. If you'd like a detailed walkthrough on creating CPTs, CCTs, meta boxes, taxonomies or filters, you'll find all of the relevant tutorials linked in the description below. Now let's start building the listing in Divi Editor. To create a listing, go to JetEngine Listings in the dashboard and click Add New. For the listing source, choose Posts, and then select the custom post type we created, in my case cars. Give your listing item a name and, very importantly, choose Divi as the listing view. Then click Create Listing Item. Now we're inside the Divi editor. Here you'll notice new dynamic modules available. These were added because we integrated JetEngine with Divi. Functionality-wise, they mirror the dynamic elements you might know from Elementor, Block Editor or Bricks, but now they work natively inside Divi. I'll start with the basic structure, a section, a row and a column, and inside it we'll add dynamic modules. First, I'll add a dynamic image module. By default, it pulls the thumbnail, but in my case, the car images are stored in a meta field, so I'll change the source to that meta field. Next, I'll add a dynamic field module. By default, it outputs the post title, which works perfectly for the car name. I'll duplicate it and change the source to metadata, then select the price field. To improve the output, I'll enable Customize Field Output and add a $sign before the value. Now let's output the checkbox field. I'll add another dynamic field, choose the checkbox meta field as the source, and enable Filter Field Output. Then I'll select Checked Value List so multiple selected features display correctly. Finally, I'll add a dynamic terms module and connect it to the car type taxonomy so each listing shows whether it's an SUV, sedan, or other. From here you can rearrange modules, adjust spacing, typography, sizing, and style the row or section. And remember, this layout becomes the template for every car in the grid. Now that our listing item is ready, we can display it using a listing grid. Let's create a new page and click Use Divi Builder. Once inside the builder, Divi automatically loads the header and footer. Everything in between is ours to build. Since we're focusing on dynamic functionality, I'll create a simple two-column layout. Later, we'll place filters on the left and the listing grid on the right. In the right column, let's search for the listing grid module. This module became available after integrating JetEngine with Divi. After inserting it, we need to select the listing source. In the listing dropdown, choose the listing item we just created. On the canvas, you'll see the static structure of the listing template. Dynamic values themselves aren't rendered inside the Divi preview, and that's expected. The listing grid module also has its own layout and design settings separate from the individual listing item settings. Here you can control columns, spacing, and structure. You can also enable additional functionality, like limiting the number of posts, adding a Load More button, or applying a custom query created in JetEngine. Again, dynamic data won't appear directly in the builder preview, but once we save the page and open it on the front end, everything renders exactly as expected. Now let's connect filters to this grid. To do that, we first need to create filters in the backend using JetSmartFilters, and then place them on the page using Divi filter modules. Go to JetSmartFilters, add New. Each filter type has its own specific settings, but what they all have in common is that you need to define the data source, meaning the values the filter will use to narrow down results. First, let's create a Select filter. Set the filter type to Select and choose the car type taxonomy as the data source. I'll also add a label for the filter. Next, let's create a checkboxes filter for car features. Choose checkboxes list as the filter type. This time, the data source will be custom fields because we're filtering by the features checkbox meta field. Here we can choose a relational operator. If we select union, listings that have any of the selected features will appear. If we choose intersection, only listings that contain all selected features will be shown. Then we enter the meta field name into the custom field key field. Because this is a multi-value checkbox meta field, we need to enable Get Choices from Field Data, select JetEngine as the field source plugin, and enable the Is Checkbox Meta Field toggle. And finally, very importantly, enter the same meta field name into the query variable field. Now let's create a range filter for price. Choose range as the filter type. To make the slider dynamic, enable the option to get minimum and maximum values from the current query. This allows the filter to automatically detect the lowest and highest price in our listings. And again, don't forget to enter the field name in the query variable field. This is what connects the filter to the listing grid. Now that our filters are created, we can return to the page with the listing grid. In the left column, we'll insert the filter modules and connect them to the filters we created in the backend. The integration process is almost identical for every filter type. Search for the corresponding module. I'll start with the Select Filter module. There are two essential steps for each filter module. First, connect it to the filter we created in the backend using the Select Filter dropdown. Second, define what this filter should affect on the page. This is done in the This Filter For dropdown, where we choose Listing Grid as the provider. Once connected, the filter is functional. You can adjust additional content settings. For example, if you choose Ajax and set the Apply option to Value Change, the grid will update instantly as soon as the user interacts with the filter without reloading the page. You can also choose whether to show or hide the filter label. Now I'll repeat the same process for the checkboxes filter module, connect it to the correct backend filter, and set the listing grid as the provider. Finally, I'll add the range filter module and follow the same steps. Each filter module also comes with its own design settings inside Divi, including spacing, typography, and layout controls. And depending on the filter type, additional style options will appear based on the elements it contains. Now I'll save the page and check how everything works on the front end. Here we can see the full listing grid rendered with the real dynamic data: images, titles, prices, features, and card types. Now let's test the filters. When I select a card type from the dropdown, the grid updates instantly. If we check multiple features, the results adjust based on the relational logic we defined. And when I move the price range filter, the listings update according to the selected minimum and maximum values. Because we enabled Ajax on Value Change option for all filters, everything happens dynamically, no page reloads, just smooth filtering. So now we have a fully dynamic listing grid built directly inside Divi, powered by JetEngine and JetSmartFilters. And this is just the beginning. What you've seen here is just a part of what JetEngine and JetSmartFilters bring into Divi, and only a fraction of what the entire Crocoblock ecosystem will unlock inside the builder. The dynamic functionality that these plugins will make available inside Divi is extensive, and we'll be gradually covering more advanced features, use cases, and workflows in upcoming tutorials. If you have questions, ideas, or something specific you'd like us to cover next, write it in the comments. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.